What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 122 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jmack Gaming, and I am not SAWFT Soft.
You are not, no. However, you do have the inferior show, because we are here with WCW
Wow.
And we're just going to get right down to it.
Alright, let's run the show, Chad. Now I'm actually kind of upset by that. Rude as heck. Let's run it, though.
Rude as heck, as I say. Alrighty. So, in the pre-show match I made, we had Drago versus Homicide. Drago beat Homicide in 9:47 with a pinfall.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Drago getting the win. Drago's a better wrestler.
He is. Alrighty, and then your pre-show match was Chef Psychosis defeating Shannon Moore with a guillotine leg drop.
Look at that. Look at that big old
Chef
60,
Psychosis.
boys.
Chef Psychosis is not the better wrestler.
Look at that 60, boys.
It was a good little match. Good little ditty.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, so we start the show off. Sylvester Stallone grabs a microphone and he goes, I don't know where Hulk Hogan is, but last week we made it official. Sylvester Stallone versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And this match is what everybody's been wanting to see for months and months and months. And everyone's asking me, how am I going to defeat the arguably greatest wrestler in the world? Well, he may be great, and don't get me wrong, I do think Hulk Hogan is great. I was a fan of Hulk Hogan. I was a big fan. And then we filmed my Rocky movie, and we put him in it. And he was a huge asshole. And he disrespected everybody. So it put a bad taste in my mouth. And then I tune in to my favorite show, Monday Nitro, every single week, and just see him in the NWO just destroying the sport that I hold dear. And I won't have it anymore. But don't worry, I called one of my best friends in the industry. And he's been coaching me and teaching me wrestling moves. And I know what I'm doing. I'm no slouch. All right. I firmly believe that I can out-wrestle. That's right, out-wrestle Hulk Hogan. And furthermore, and then Sting's music hits, and he comes down with the World Championship, and he goes, 2 things, Sylvester. First, it's not hard to out-wrestle Hulk Hogan. Second of all, no one gives a damn that you're out here. The only thing people give a damn about is this championship. Alright, and without this, you're nothing. Alright, now I'm hearing rumors that you and Hulk are going to main event Starrcade. Let's make no mistake, you will not main event Starrcade because I am the champion. I am the face of WCW. I'm the man. And I will be main eventing Starrcade because I will be the man that will finally put that overrated Goldberg in his place. And Sylvester, if you have a problem with it, maybe I should demonstrate what I'm going to do to Goldberg to you right now. And Sylvester Stallone says, why wait till Starrcade to show everybody what I can do? Why don't I just fight you right now? In fact, why don't we fight in the main event? Sylvester Stallone versus Sting. And the crowd pops huge. And Sting's like, you know what? Listen, all right, I'm the champ. All right, I don't need to prove anything. All right, I don't need to wrestle you. I've got nothing to gain from this. All right, so my answer, Sylvester Stallone, is no. And then Sylvester Stallone says, well, Sting, if you're not going to wrestle me, then how about we just fight right now? And then he pushes Sting and gives him a rocky right hand and drops Sting. And then Sylvester Stallone is going to go back, but then Elizabeth, puts herself like over Sting and is like saying, no, that's enough. And Sting comes to and says, you don't put your hands on the champ. You want to wrestle me tonight? You got it. And the main event's booked. Sting Stallone tonight.
Sting Stallone on free TV.
On free TV, brother. All right, and then we start the match. We start the show off with some cruiserweight action, decent wrestling, a little heat. Ultimo Dragon defeated Christopher Daniels in 7:56 by pinfall, and Ultimo's celebrating his match, and then all of a sudden, someone pops up on the Titantron. Ultimo, "Hey, Ultimo, over here!" And he turns on and it's Billy Kidman. And he's like, "You know, Ultimo, since you've been back, you've done 2 things. 1, you've been winning cruiserweight matches. And 2, you made friends with Rey Mysterio." And then he picks up Rey Mysterio and his bloodied face, bloodied face under his mask. And he goes, "This guy right here, this guy, your buddy, Rey Mysterio, you see, he qualified for the Money in the Bank match. He had an opportunity to become world champion. He had the opportunity to make something for himself and to advance his career. And then he decided to be friends with you. And when he became friends with you, he interfered in my business. And when you interfere in the business of Kidman, I interfere in your career. So Rey Mysterio here, he's not going to Starrcade. He's not going to that Money in the Bank match. No, he's going to the hospital. And he's going to miss Starrcade because of you, Ultimo. So I hope you sleep well tonight, and I hope you sleep every single night greatly in your bed, thinking about how your buddy Ray is going to spend all these nights in a hospital room and how he's not going to become world champion because of you." And then Kidman picks him up and then hits him with a hurricanrana through a glass table. And then rakes his head in the glass.
Okay, yeah, add that last part in.
Yeah. So Billy Kidman taking out Rey Mysterio. What's that? What does that mean for Money in the Bank? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
And
that match fucking
this
there we
this
go.
this did really good
Give the Edge and
compared
Christian push.
to what I thought I was gonna do. All right. And then about that, good action but not much heat. The Hardy Boys defeat Disco and Awesome in 9:22 when the Hardy Boys defeated Disco Inferno with an Omega event. I don't know what that is, but they did it.
That's their company name, so I'm assuming that's one of their tag team moves.
Matt Hardy hit Disco with a side effect, and then Jeff Hardy hit him with a swanton afterwards. And that's the match. So yeah, the Hardy Boys win. And then they grab the microphones.
And this didn't do good at all.
"Bubba, Devon, at Starrcade, we are going to end this fight. You like putting us through tables? Well, we're going to have even more fun putting you through a table. That's why we want to challenge you two to a tables match at Starrcade." The Dudley Boys come out, and Bubba goes, "You want to take on the team that made their name in ECW in a tables match? Well, Matt, Jeff, you're on. We have no problem putting you two through another table. In fact, it's going to be just sweet to put you two through those tables, put you through those pieces of wood, and make you as uncomfortable and as in pain as you can imagine." And Devon just goes, "Oh, my brother," and they fist pump, and he says, "Testify." So, tag team tables match at Starrcade. And we go to commercial, and we come back, and Bischoff, you see Bischoff in his office, and he goes, "I just want to announce that the match between the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys is official. It will take place at Starrcade, and it will also be for the newly formed Nitro Tag Team Championships." You see, Thunder's got the WCW Tag Team titles, but Nitro is going to have their tag team division as well, and we're going to have that tag team title match at Starrcade in a tables match. And then, because he goes, "Because I'm just that smart." And then Kevin Nash shows up and he goes, "Hey, Bischoff, listen, I heard you wanted to see me." And Nash just goes, "Yes, in fact, I did. You see, I want you to get your revenge on Scott Hall. I want you to show him what happens when he messes with us." And so I told Rick, you give me that brand, that match against Scott Hall. You give me that brand versus brand warfare match that I want. And Rick said that he'll do it, but on one condition. And I said, whatever it is, you got it. And well, the deal was the loser of that match leaves their respective brand. And Nash takes off his sunglasses. He's like, What did you say? He's like, listen, Nash, listen, you're not going to lose to Scott Hall, all right? You're going to win. And then that sorry ass is going to be gone from Thunder, and I'm not signing him. Are you kidding me? He can go to ECW, or he can go to New Japan, or he can go wrestle in bingo halls for all I care. But we will not be signing him. All right, Kev? So you have nothing to worry about. Listen, I'm Bischoff. I would never, ever...
Bischoff.
You can trust me. I'm your friend. I would never steer you wrong. All right, now too sweet me, brother. Kevin Nash looks at him and he goes, yeah, we got it.
Right,
and he too sweets Bischoff and says, I'll see you later, buddy. So yeah, tag team title match, brother.
There we go.
Brand versus brand. Loser leaves the brand. And the Steven Regal singles push continues, and a pretty decent wrestling match. Steven Regal defeats the NXT hotshot Prince Ikea with a Regal stretch. Got a 59C.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Decent little match right there.
Good little match. And Steven Regal wins again. And
Jesus Christ.
Kurt Hennig comes down to the ring and he says, because I am going to the Money in the Bank match, I want to remind you guys why I'm amazing. No, why I'm perfect. So I'm going to have an open challenge tonight, and I'm going to give this guy 1 minute to beat the perfect one himself, Kurt Hennig. If you can beat me in 1 minute, I will give you my Money in the Bank contract match. And, so then it's answered by a audience member. He gets in the ring and he goes, what's your name? And he goes, Joey. He's like, Joey what? He goes, Joey Abs. He takes off his shirt. He's got just a washboard six-pack. And Kurt Hennig's like, listen, all right, you can have a 12-pack and it doesn't matter. You're not going to beat the perfect one. And sure enough, he was right, because in an extremely short match, Hennig defeated Joey Abs in 45 seconds with the Hennigplex.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. So we go to the ring. We go to commercial. We come back, and Vicious and Luger are in the ring. They've got the television championship. They both have one has the other and the other one has the other, and they raise it up high and they go, "We are the television champions, Vicious and Luger, and we are amazing. We are great. We are the greatest champions in the world. And after I win that Money in the Bank briefcase, we're gonna be dual champions. We're gonna be the world champion and the television champion, right, Sid?" And Sid's like, "Right, Lex. But just to prove exactly why everybody in the back should be taking us seriously and not laughing at us, we are going to put the television championship on the line against any man who wants to have a shot." Now, I know Kurt Hennig just had his open challenge, all right? But we aren't going to be opening it up to just audience members. You idiots aren't good enough to mess with Sid Vicious and Lex Luger because you're fat losers.
Oh, no.
Gets heat. Lex Luger's like, "Yeah, we're the total package. You guys look like you ate a package." And they laugh to each other, and Vicious goes, "In fact, you guys are not only fat and ugly, but you also look pretty old." And Luger's like, "In fact, some of you look like washed-up has-beens. Some of you look like you were in a partnership with maybe a family member. Let's say you owned a business. Let's say you're brothers, and one of your brothers became to do great things, and the other one just sat there and did nothing. Kind of like Rick Steiner." And Sid Vicious is like, "Yeah, just like Rick Steiner. In fact, you know what? Rick Steiner, how about you represent all these idiot fans that are cheering your name right now, and you get out here and you challenge us for the television championship." So Rick Steiner comes down to the ring. And about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Rick Steiner defeats Sid Vicious by disqualification.
Oh, they have great chemistry, though, so don't worry.
Oh, yeah, nice. I'll keep that in mind. Because you see, Lex Luger came in and hit Rick Steiner in the face with the television championship. And they then, go to the next segment, they then beat down Rick Steiner. So Vicious and Luger, what assholes.
What dickwads.
What dickwads.
Okay.
All right. And about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Eddie Guerrero defeats Chris Kanyon with a frog splash. And they had pretty good chemistry too, man. That's good to know. And then Eddie Guerrero grabs. Oh no, okay, sorry. Chris Kanyon and James Vandenberg.
I don't know what noise came out my mouth. But...
James Vandenberg grabs a microphone. And he goes, "Chris, please. Like I said, you need to channel your inner Mortis. You need to get him back here, and you need to be Mortis again. If you became Mortis, you would win. In fact, you would win everything. We could run WCW. You could be main eventing Starrcade. You could be winning championships. You could be the face of this company. And all you have to do is just dig deep, go to that violent, sadistic, evil place inside, and bring out Mortis." Chris Canyon's like, "James, I don't need Mortis, all right? I will win on my own. In fact, I'm going to go to Bischoff right now and demand a match at Starrcade, not as Mortis, but as Chris goddamn Kanyon." And he goes, he leaves.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. And so then Eddie Guerrero goes, "Well, now that those idiots are gone, I have something I want to say. It's way more important." And he says, "I just want to remind everybody how shitty Japan is and how terrible of wrestling they have. And you know what? You people are lucky that you get to see me wrestle every single week. Because if you lived in Japan, you would never see me wrestle. Because I'm refusing to go there. I'm refusing to wrestle there for the rest of my career. All right, I am exclusively Mexico because it's the best. America because it's not the best, but I mean it's better than Canada and Japan. And you know what? Next week, I'm going to dominate and show exactly why Japanese wrestling sucks, because I'm going to call out a Japanese wrestler in the back, and I'm going to put my global championship on the line next week."
Ooh.
I wonder who's going to call out.
Ooh.
All right. And about that unbelievable heat and superb wrestling, Stallone drew with Sting in 1506 when the match descended into chaos after Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Goldberg became involved.
Nice.
Yes, got a B-.
Oh,
Oh
Stallone, stomach infection.
no. That dreaded stomach infection strikes again.
That's 3 straight nitros for you.
He has stomach infection.
Oh, man.
So I don't know where you're eating at before the show, brother, but you should not.
Pizza Pets.
Pizza Pets. Oh no. All right. So then that match, dissolves, and then we get a promo. Randy Savage comes out, and he goes, "At Starrcade, the Macho Man enters the first ever Money in the Bank on a pole match. It's the Macho Man's last shot at winning his championship back. Sting's taken so much from me in my life. He's taken the love of my life. He's taken my pride. He's humiliated me. He's made me doubt myself. He's made me wonder if I don't have what it takes to be the best. He's made me go back to a place where I've spent my entire life trying to avoid the madness. You see, when I was a kid, I was picked on. The Macho Man was ridiculed and made fun of and didn't have friends. The only way the Macho Man was able to get through was by watching wrestling. I would watch wrestling on TV, and I would look at it and go, I want to do that. And when the Macho Man got into high school, he started hitting the weight room. He started hitting the weights and becoming that, no longer being that fat kid that everybody picked on, but becoming the Macho Man Randy Savage. But every time somebody would try to bring me down, the madness would come out, and I would do things that I wasn't proud of. I got into fights. I vandalized things. The Macho Man was a punk. But the Macho Man was able to contain the madness through wrestling. I joined my high school wrestling team. I was the best. The Macho Man won my high school a division championship, and I became the man, and it was great. And then when I graduated high school, I became a professional wrestler. And the madness kept coming out. But I was able to channel it into wrestling, and I was able to find ways around it. And then I met Elizabeth, and my life changed forever. The madness went away. I was able to actually be the Macho Man Randy Savage that everybody knows and everybody loves. And I won championships everywhere I went. In WWF, I was one of the most popular wrestlers in the world, and I loved it there. But I love it here even more. And the Macho Man loves each and every one of you. And then Sting happened, and Sting brought me back to that kid that would get picked on in school and would be pushed into mud puddles and getting beat up, and it angered the Macho Man. Yeah, it brought in the darkness and the madness inside that just makes me want to kill a man with my bare hands. Yeah. So at Money in the Bank, the 5 other men in this match, I hope you bring your best. And I hope you know that you get me in that match, and I'm going to do so many violent, painful things to anybody who gets in my way. When I grab that briefcase, I'm not seeing a briefcase. I'm not seeing a championship opportunity. I'm seeing my destiny, my revenge hanging on that pole. And when I look at all of you, I'm not seeing whoever I'm wrestling. I'm seeing 5 Stings that I'm going to destroy and dismantle and make them rue the day, oh yeah, that they ever messed with the madness and they ever messed with the Macho Man. I'm done containing the madness. I am the madness. I am Macho Man Randy Savage, and I will win that match. And Sting or Goldberg, whichever one, I'm coming for you. Once again, another banging promo from Randy Savage.
Yawn.
Fuck off. And we get a B+. Wasn't as good as your 91. No. That's okay, brother.
No.
Listen, I don't care. My pay-per-view is going to be lit.
So was mine, brother.
That's what you think.
Sean Stasiak?
Oh, man. Yeah, and that's Goldberg Sting, but what am I doing?
Actually, that Triple H Stasiak's not maining.
Oh, good.
It'll be Owen and his...
Oh, man, the Intercontinental Championship's maining.
Yeah, man, let's end the episode here. Episode 121. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you for episode 122. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 122.
Oh, man, truth.
Of Nitro, the 3rd week of Nitro, brother. We're almost to the pay-per-views.
We're almost to the promised land.
All right, we will see you then. And Chad, what's the saying today?
The saying is that you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
That is true. Goodbye.